everyone, welcome to In the Beyond. Today I'm back with another timeless pick a card reading, and today I'm going to be looking into what protections should you be using? What spiritual protections should you be using in your day-to-day life or when you're doing more esoteric work? And this is a question that I get from my friends a lot, so I just thought it would be a fun reading to do here on the channel. So today we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 we have with the West card, and we have this double terminated clear quartz. For pile number 2 we have the Staff card, and we have this citrine point. And for pile number 3, we have the crystal card, and we have this red jasper. So take as much time as you need to see which card and which crystal you are the most drawn to. See where you are being led. See what card is really calling to you. That's going to be the card and the pile with your message. You can find your timestamp below in the description box. And yeah, let's get into this reading. Let's see what's in the cards and let's go in the beyond. Hey group 1, if you were drawn to this double terminated clear quartz crystal, as well as the West card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what protections you should use. I thought it'd be a really good time to do this reading because, I don't know, things just are feeling pretty chaotic, and it's always good to kind of think about how we can add some protection into our rituals and our daily life. So yeah, let's see what comes up for group 1. You guys were drawn to the West card with Purge. And you were also drawn, or I mean another card came out and it was the Stone people with Knowing. So right away, I am feeling like some protective energy that could help you guys would be from the mineral kingdom, because we have Stone people. I am feeling kind of drawn to crystals that are white or crystals that are black for protection. So things like, you know, clear quartz, selenite, calcite for white crystals, and then I am kind of feeling drawn to obsidian and black tourmaline, black kyanite for protection. So if you feel resonated, if you feel drawn to those crystals, or if that resonates with you, yeah, that could help you guys if you wanted to add a little bit of protection when you're doing rituals or when you're meditating, or if you just want to put a crystal in your pocket and go about your daily activities. Like, that could be an extra added layer of protection. But let's get some more cards. Let's get more information. What could pile 1 use for protection? Spiritual protection during rituals, protections for daily life. Ooh, we have the Flower of Stones, 7 of Thunder, 3 of Thunder, Harvest of Thunder, 6 of Stones, and the Chariot. Okay, so I'm hearing that this group, it could be really, I think you need to try to protect your heart chakra, your heart space, as well as your crown chakra. I think more protections around your crown chakra as well as your heart space would be really good for this group. So if you resonate with, if you like to wear jewelry, especially necklaces that would go over your heart chakra, that would be a good protection. If you like to wear like gemstone jewelry or like crystal jewelry, like we were talking about, wearing a crystal that's white or black I think would be a strong protection for this group. Wearing earrings that are white or black. I think you need to protect your crown chakra as well when you're doing work and just in your daily life. So if there's a hairstyle that you like to wear and you like to set your intentions and put your intentions into when you are creating your hairstyle, that it's a very protective style. Different people like different styles. I know some people like braids, like putting their hair in a braid for protection, or putting their hair in like a bun as protection, that kind of thing. Take that if it resonates with you. Also just wearing like any kind of like head covering or like hat or something, if you know you're going somewhere that is kind of like chaotic, that could be helpful. Yeah, I'm picking up the energies of like lots of jewelry. I feel like this group, you probably already do this. You probably have special jewelry that you wear when you are like wanting to create certain energies in your life. I'm just feeling like you might have like special rings that you put on for special occasions, and that's like a subconscious way of adding some protective energy and like spiritual protective energy as well. Like you might have like a ring that was like your grandma's, or like you might have, you know, like a piece of jewelry that someone really special got for you, and you wear that for special occasions, or you wear that on days when maybe you're giving a presentation and you want that extra like, you want that like extra energy like helping you. That's kind of like what I'm feeling. Let me just tap into this bear energy that's coming up. Okay, so with the two bears coming up, I'm feeling like strong earth energy. So again, being really connected to the earth, nature, grounding yourself, maybe taking time to walk barefoot on the earth if you have that ability. Just like connecting, having a small quiet space for earthing and grounding is going to be really helpful for protecting your energy, connecting to that deep earth energy and kind of bringing that back into your life. Meditating on the earth, connecting with nature, just honestly walking through nature, walking through the forest. You're going to be picking up like positive energy from nature that will stay with you and will help you throughout your day. And if you do resonate with like liking to do more like esoteric stuff, or like doing like meditations or like rituals, always kind of having something there that represents the earth element, or doing your meditations or rituals, like if you have a small garden or if you have a small place in nature that you feel comfortable doing that, I think that would be really protective for you as well. I'm picking up if you've ever gardened, or if you just resonate with liking to garden, I think that would be an interesting way to add protection into your life. Having a garden, it creates a relationship with nature and a deeper relationship with the earth, and it's kind of a way of you giving your energy to the earth, and then the earth is like blessing you with the abundance from your garden. So if you resonate with wanting to start a garden, I think that would be a really cool way to bring in more spiritual protection. Growing flowers and then like bringing the flowers into your sacred space, or like bringing the flowers into your rituals or your healing or your like esoteric meditations, or like whatever you like to do. That would be a really cool thing to infuse into your life, and I think that would bring in the protection from nature. Yeah, and just like, again, I'm just being drawn to like having a little garden, and that could be like your sanctuary and where you do your meditations. And if you grow like your own vegetables, eating those vegetables is like an added, it's like a deepening of your relationship with the earth, and like a deepening of that protection that the earth is blessing you with. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for group 1 so far. Let's pull some last like oracle cards. Let's see if there's any other information that group number 1 should know about like any spiritual protections or advice. We have the Dear Spirit with trust. Approach the situation with a light heart. Okay, so again, this is kind of resonating with the energy of like protecting your heart chakra. If there are things that you currently do to protect your heart chakra, or if you resonate with maybe trying some jewelry to protect your heart chakra, or even like oils, I'm hearing. You could use like rose oil to protect your heart chakra, like putting a little bit on your wrists or your like neck area. That could be a strong protection. A fragrance that you like. But yeah, just protecting your heart and crown is going to be really important for this group. And let's see, we also have the eagle. Ancestral healing. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. So I really like this card coming out. I feel like it's really resonating with the Stone People card and like that deep earth energy that I was picking up. I think when you connect to the earth, you connect to your ancestors, which is kind of like just as humans, how that energy kind of works, connecting to the elements that are on our planet. We connect to our ancestors and we connect to the past. And this just lets me know that your ancestors are definitely looking out for you, protecting you from situations in your life. I feel like if you like to do like little offerings to ancestors, or if you have an altar of any kind, putting things on that altar that resonate with the element of earth, water, air, or even fire is just going to be very strong for you. I apologize. I am just getting a lot of messages and tripping over my words a little bit. But yeah, I strongly feel that the strong energy of earth and ancestors coming through in this reading. I think the past, you're very protected by your ancestors, by your past, by your bloodline. We have the West with Purge, and I often think about the past being associated with this card. And then we also have Knowing with the Stone People, which talks a lot about the ancestors, like the deep ancient ancestors and the deep energy of the earth. And then we have the ancestors coming out. So the ancestors really want to be talked about in this reading. You're very protected by the work your ancestors have done. I think you are descendants from some strong spiritual practitioners and people who had deep connections to the earth and kind of knew what they were doing in terms of magic, herbalism, connecting to nature, connecting to, yeah, the spiritual sides of life. And I think naturally you were just kind of born into that and you have a lot of protections naturally. And so this was just kind of like confirmation or added bonuses for this group. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for group number 1. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and maybe share this with a friend if you feel called to. It'll really help the channel grow, and I appreciate it so much. If this did resonate with you, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section below. Let me know which one you chose. And yeah, just thank you so much for joining me today, and I really hope to see you in one of my next readings. Hey group 2, if you were drawn to this citrine point as well as the staff card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what protections you could bring into your life. Protections for your spiritual practices or just your daily life. I feel like it's a really good time to do this reading because we are experiencing lots of chaos, I feel like, as a collective. So yeah, I just wanted to bring through this reading. So you were drawn to the staff card as well. We also had another card come out, and it was the bells card. So these two cards are both like depicting like tools. So I think if you have a spiritual practice or a meditation practice, I think having some kind of tool would be really helpful. Like maybe a tool that makes noise, like a rattle or like a bell, to either call in helpful spirits or deflect unhelpful spirits or energy. That's how bells can be used, as well as rattles or just anything else that makes noise and you are drawn to. And with the staff card, this is also another tool. And this makes me feel that if you're drawn to it, having some kind of wand would be really helpful for you in your spiritual practice. And I am being drawn to the feather, so maybe having little like amulets or like objects that resonate with you and are connected to like connected in some way to like your spiritual team, that could be really helpful. So if either of those resonates with you, that could be something to add into your spiritual protections. But yeah, let's get more cards for more information. Let's see. Oh, let's see what protections you could add into your rituals or your esoteric work, or what protections you could use in your daily life. Let's see what wants to come out. Seven of Wands, the Two of Thunder, the Three of Thunder, Ace of Cups, and Five of Cups. It's funny, the Three of Thunder came out in the first reading as well. And I am being really drawn to talk about protecting your heart space because we have the Ace of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Two of Thunder coming out. So I think it's really important to protect your heart space. Wear protective amulets or a protective necklace over your heart chakra could be something that's very protective and that could help you a lot. I'm hearing a message around your clothing. Wearing clothing that you feel like comfortable in and like protected by is like important for you when you're doing your meditations or like ritual work. Maybe certain colors you really vibe with being protected by. So like wearing a certain color shirt could be very helpful when you're doing your practices, when you're meditating, or when you are doing your ritual or esoteric work that you do. We have this cloaked figure as well. So I am being drawn again to like the clothing and like the protective nature of this cloak. So maybe black is a color that you feel very protected in. And black is a protective color. So maybe like wearing a black shirt or like hoodie when you're doing your ritual work or your spell work or something, that could be helpful for you as well. Yeah, we have Seven of Wands, and she's also holding a staff or a wand. So again, I do feel like this group, you might resonate with like having some kind of like wand that is helpful in your practices. So like it could be any material, it could be wood. This is just a little selenite wand. Like you might resonate with like using this to cast like a protective space around yourself or like around your altar or around your room. Like using some kind of wand in your work, I think, if you don't already, would be a great addition. And I'm being drawn to this beautiful bird who is singing. I think this could be a chickadee, a songbird. I think you vocalizing incantations, prayers, singing, I think that creates a protective energy around you as well. You might have a very unique voice or like a beautiful singing voice, and that's a great addition to your practices. Whether you like to chant in meditation or say a little invocation in your esoteric work, I think there's something about your voice that is protective, and how you use your voice and how like you sing or express yourself through your throat chakra is also very protective. So yeah, let's get a few more cards. Let's get any more information for group 2. More information for group 2. Protections they could use in their daily life or in their spiritual work. We have the Four of Wands. Oh, I really like that card. The Three of Wands. The Two of Cups. And the World. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, so a few messages coming through. I'm getting the message right away. We have all these crystals in this card. If you can see, we have all these clusters of crystals. So I don't think I mentioned it in this pile, but I think crystals would be really protective and helpful. on your altar or on your nightstand if you do dream work, just throughout your house for protection, or you can incorporate them into your clothing or like your jewelry. So like having a necklace on your heart chakra that is like clear quartz, or like even obsidian, or any crystal that you resonate with would be protective. Again, we have the World card with this panda playing this beautiful flute under the Chickadee card. So again, there is something about music and sound that would be very protective for you. I'm hearing singing bowls are very protective, sound healing. So if you like to ring a singing bowl when you start your rituals or you close them, if you like to use a singing bowl for meditation, any kind of flute or any kind of musical instrument that you feel called to, or just your voice, because we have the bells, we have the chickadee, and we have the flute. So definitely sound is going to be very protective for you. Like we said, the bells or the rattle can deflect unwanted energy, and you can set your intention to have them attract positive energy. Again, you can do the same thing with your voice, a singing bowl, a musical instrument, or if you don't feel very like you have a lot of musical abilities, you can even just put on a recording of any type of music you feel called to, like sound, like singing bowl music, or like native flute music, just any kind of music that you feel drawn to could be an added protection in your spiritual practices. And just in your daily life in general, you might be very called to listen to a lot of music throughout your day, like on your drive to work or on your walks or like your runs. Like music might be very important to you spiritually. We also have the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands, and I feel like with these two cards coming out, you might feel more protected, and you might feel drawn to doing work with more than one person. So like you might love to invite people to like do a little ritual with you, or like you might like to meditate in groups or like chant with a group. So like group work could be important to you, and it could be like an added protection when you have more than one person at your gathering, at your whatever like spiritual work you like to do. When there's more than one person there, I think that's just an added bonus of protection. So let's get some last messages or advice or anything else that wants to be said for group number 2. So we have the Penguin card, Diamond Light Activation. Light activations and new energies are coming your way. Be open to receive and welcome them in. So yeah, just be open to maybe some of these suggestions. Be open to new energies, or maybe even new people. Be open to maybe sharing your spiritual practice with a group or with some new people. Be open to, I'm hearing, sharing your voice as well. You might have a gift for song, or you might have a gift for music or chanting, and that could be a really powerful like outlet and spiritual outlet for you. We also have the Monkey card with Inner Child. Don't take life too seriously. So yeah, definitely have always try to incorporate time for joy and bliss and for that innocent curiosity to be leading you in your life and your spiritual practice. Yeah, approach things with new eyes. Maybe you haven't picked up a musical instrument for many years, but just kind of pick something up and maybe just play with it, and you might find out that you have a talent for an instrument, or like you might find out you love to play a little finger harp, a kalimba, or like you might find out you love to play like a little flute and it becomes a part of your spiritual practice. So yeah, just be open to maybe trying new things and allowing new people into your spiritual practice. And yeah, this is really cool. I love the energy of sound that came out in this reading. And I think experimenting with that would be really powerful for this group. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. If this reading did resonate with you, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below of which one you chose. I love reading the comments. If you feel called to share this video with a friend or the channel with a friend, I would really appreciate that. It would help the channel grow. And yeah, just thank you guys so much for being here today, and I really hope to see you in one of my next readings. Hey group number 3, if you were drawn to this red jasper crystal, as well as the crystal card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what added spiritual protections you can bring into your daily life and spiritual practices. So I thought it'd be a really cool time to bring this reading through because I feel like we're just in a pretty chaotic time in general in the world, navigating a lot of chaos and uncertainty. So having a little added boost of protection is always a really positive thing. So you were drawn to the crystal card, and so right away, obviously, the first message is definitely having crystals as part of your altar or just by your nightstand or like around your house could be a good way of adding in some spiritual protections, as well as incorporating some crystal jewelry into your like ensemble, if that resonates with you, like having a necklace over your heart chakra or wearing some crystal rings or earrings even could be an added protection. Ooh, we also have the plant medicine card, and we have the water card. So yeah, just obviously being drawn right away to the plant medicine card. Added protections for this group could be in the way of working with plants and working with different herbs, working with the plant kingdom in general, whether that's flowers, herbs, roots, trees, learning more about different herbs and what they might help with on a physical or spiritual level could be really interesting, and an added protection when you're doing whatever spiritual practice you like to do. Whether you like to meditate, I'm just seeing someone meditating with incense or essential oils, like that could be an extra protection during your meditation. I know juniper is a very protective tree or plant, like burning juniper incense or just having a little juniper branch or juniper berries around you when you're doing your spiritual work. That could be an extra protection. Using herbal tea, herbal oil, essential oils, that kind of thing. Putting some fragrance on your wrist that you feel drawn to could be an extra protection. You could put it on in the morning and throughout your day. Just having that spirit of that plant with you could be like an added protection throughout your day as well. And I am just being drawn, I'm hearing a message about dream work and mugwort. So if you are interested in dream work, lucid dreaming, or just setting intentions to connect to certain places or dimensions during your dreams, or like setting dream intentions to learn certain information, you might be very supported by the plant mugwort. Mugwort is a very spiritual plant with a lot of uses and a lot of connections to the dream world as well. So yeah, if you feel called to, definitely research mugwort further. It has a long history in herbalism throughout the world. It's a very ancient plant that humans have used to kind of connect to the other world and to connect deeper with dreams. So yeah, if you feel called, research that further and maybe have a little mugwort on your nightstand. Or if you wanted to, you could drink a little mugwort tea or even take a mugwort bath. And I'm being drawn to the water card with expression. I think the element of water is very protective for you and cleansing and purifying, so taking spiritual baths would be a great thing to do if you don't do it already. And you can even take like spiritual showers if you don't happen to have a bathtub at this time. Bringing in a little salt and like Epsom salt into your bath or shower is very protective and cleansing, and just like that element of water is very healing and cleansing as well, so that could be an added way to protect your energy before or after you do your spiritual work, whatever it is that you do. You could take a bath with the intentions of protection or the intentions of cleansing and purifying your spiritual energy. So yeah, we got a lot of information from those 3 cards, but let's get some more information from tarot as well. What do we need to know for pile 3 regarding protecting our energy? What spiritual protections can we bring into our life? We have the Harvest of Cups. Oh, the Star. The Two of Wands. The Three of Thunder. And Judgment. So I honestly don't know how, but the Three of Thunder, which is like the Three of Swords, came out in each reading. So that's really interesting. Like, that's never happened before, but this card wants to talk about protecting the heart chakra. Excuse me. Yeah, protecting the heart chakra. I feel like this card has come out in each reading to talk about how important it is at this time that we protect our heart chakras throughout our day-to-day life, but as well as when we're doing spiritual work. So in the other piles, I did say like wearing a necklace, like any kind of special necklace over your heart chakra, wearing a crystal over your heart chakra, that could be helpful. For this group, I also feel like using rose oil or a similar, like a flower essential oil that is connected to the heart would be very empowering and very helpful for this group. And I'm just really being drawn to this woman holding these herbs. I think this group is very connected to the energy of earth and water, the divine feminine energy of Mother Earth, and you're very connected to the plant world, to plant medicine and to herbalism. And I see this woman holding these herbs, and I feel like these herbs are casting this protective glow around her. So yeah, working with herbs that you feel called to work with. I am being drawn again to mugwort. For some reason I'm feeling like this is looking like mugwort to me. I am remembering a story about that I heard from a plant teacher about mugwort. In the ancient Roman times, I believe mugwort was put in people's like shoes, like sandals under their feet for added protections and just making them feel more energized, and yeah, giving them like a burst of energy as well. And I'm being drawn to this foot. So again, I'm being drawn to mugwort as a plant medicine that could really help with this, that could help this group with their spiritual work and protections. With the Star card and the Harvest of Cups, I do feel like you are very protected by water. Again, earth and water are coming through very strongly. The mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, yeah, just like earth, the elements of earth and water. So if you have an altar, having a little bowl of water and something to represent the earth element on your altar would be very helpful. Whether it's a flower, a plant, a little bit of sand or soil in a dish, or it could even just be like a rock or a pebble from around your house, or it could be something like a crystal, any crystal you're drawn to. It could even be like a seashell if that's how you feel drawn to represent earth and water like at the same time. Because for me, seashells are associated with water and a little bit of earth as well, because they are made out of that calcium and that bone-like calcium. So yeah, anything to represent the mineral kingdom and earth and water on your altar would be super helpful when you meditate or do your spiritual work. Having herbs and stones around you or on you daily, if you resonate with having a little crystal in your pocket or having a little pouch of like herbs with you in your pocket, if you know you're going to have a chaotic day or something, that could be really helpful as well. Yeah, I feel like you are really protected with the Star card. I think your spirit guides, you know, ancestors are always kind of looking out for you and protecting you as well. And with Judgment, I feel like you are being watched and like you are protected by your spirit guides as well. So yeah, we'll just get a few more cards for any more information that wants to come out. Any more information that wants to come out for group number 3 regarding added protections. How can they use more protections in their spiritual practice? Yeah, I am just also being drawn to like just kind of repeating like how helpful spiritual baths would be for you, because like you are really connected to the water. If you live by a body of water, or if you live by the ocean, that like just putting your feet in that body of water or putting your feet in the ocean could be really helpful, and it could like help positive protective energy kind of like connect to you and stay connected to you. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords, King of Pentacles, Hierophant, Page of Swords, and Seven of Swords. Okay, so we have a lot of swords energy, so that makes me like think about your crown chakra. We also have the crown here, so protecting your crown chakra as well could be helpful. Whether you resonate with like wanting to wear some kind of hat or like hairstyle or any kind of like covering or something when you're doing spiritual work, if that resonates with you, like wearing a protective covering over your crown chakra could be really helpful. And I'm also really being drawn to the feathers. We have feathers in this card. We have a feather here, and we have a feather here as well. So feathers could be something that are very protective for you. And it also makes me think of like earrings, like protecting your crown, protecting that air element, protecting your ears, protecting, yeah, just like wearing protections, protecting your mental space, I think would be also helpful. Be mindful of your thoughts, be mindful of the people around you and their energy, obviously. Yeah, I'm picking up strong earth energy as well with the Hierophant. That gives me strong earth energy. And this character, or this panda, he's holding a little prism, which reminds me of selenite. So I think selenite and your connection to the sea and water would be helpful as well. Let's see if anything else I'm picking up on. Yeah, I just feel like earrings could be helpful with that. Setting intentions, like with certain earrings, to have protections for your crown chakra, maybe like an amethyst earring. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up from those tarot cards. Let's pull some oracles for last advice, or any other information that wants to come out for Group 3. What does Group 3 need to hear around protection? Or what do they need to add? Have the Koi Spirit and the Rabbit Spirit. So the Koi Spirit lets me know that you are very connected to the water again. Water and earth are very strong for you. You might be drawn to the water. You might love to be in the ocean, or you might love to swim. So connecting to a body of water could be really helpful for you. Doing your spiritual baths, setting intentions when you connect to water for cleansing and purification could be super helpful. And yeah, with Rabbit, sensitive soul, strengthen your boundaries and cut cords. This is letting me know like you are sensitive and you do pick up on energies in a very empathic way. So setting strong boundaries and doing ritual work to cut cords could be something that could be very helpful for you. We did have a lot of sword energy coming out. So again, perhaps this is speaking about using some kind of tool to help you release, cut cords, and strengthen your boundaries. So maybe like having a selenite wand or an obsidian wand to help with boundaries and cut cords, that could be potentially helpful if you resonate with that. Yeah, that's really what I'm seeing for group number 3. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really love doing these readings, and yeah, if you like this reading, please like and subscribe. Comment below letting me know which one you chose and how it resonated with you. I really enjoyed reading the comments. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, and I really hope to see you in one of my next readings.